Hello and welcome to another D&D working stream. I'm Marissa, your game master. Here are the Remonsters, and a couple quick bits of news before we get into it. One, if you have not heard, session 10, which is going to be a big one for us, I think, is this weekend, Saturday the 26th, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Mark your calendars. That is just over 3 days from now, like 3 days and 45 minutes from now. Thank you all so much for being here. Kale, thanks for being first in chat. Gray Fox, Lily, Gunner, and Black Airsoft. Gray Fox, good to see all of you. Appreciate you being here. What else do I have for news for you? I feel like there was something else. That was the main one, obviously. The next session is coming. Oh, of course, Rocket's video. Rocket's video. There is still a lot of work to be done, but it is my main task for essentially the next 48 hours is to really crunch on that video. I started editing the audio yesterday, and I got the first probably about 20% of the audio done. And I found songs that I like, and I started experimenting with how I want to sync up the images and do motion graphics and stuff. So the actual production of the video has started, but there is still a lot of image generation to do. My plan is come hell or high water that we finish this thing and get it posted on Friday, so that way y'all can enjoy it and have a little bit of extra context for what's going on during the and the stakes that there are during the session on Saturday, because there are some pretty serious stakes. I'm just taking a peek really quickly at my to-do list for that, and then we will get into the work. It looks like we have Why did I do that way? Hold on. Undo some highlighting that was confusing things. Do we ever come up with the guards' names? Yeah. Yeah, we did that a while ago now.
YouTube stream is now live.
Nailed it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we need 17 more images actually generated for Bahir's story. So far we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. More than I thought, actually. We have 9 out of 26. So just over a third are fully generated. So that means we need to get 9 today and 9 tomorrow. Oh dear. Oh dear. Well, that's not what we're working on during the stream today, but that's what's coming up. The good news is the actual editing is not taking a crazy long time. And that was what I was hoping for. That's why I started production yesterday, to kind of get a handle on how long that was going to take. But yeah, that's news. If you're new here, a couple quick things. One, if you aren't super used to using YouTube live streams, you want to go over to the chat box and change it from top chat to live chat, because top chat is doo-doo, especially for smaller channels. Two, if you haven't already done so, please go ahead and like the video. We super appreciate it. That's a great way to help out what we're doing. We have generally been doing 1 or 2 shorts per week. That is not happening this week, probably just due to video production. But that being said, if any of y'all can or have the inclination or the time to go through any of our old videos, if you find good like 15 to 60 second clips that you think would make good YouTube shorts, please feel free to send them over to us on Discord. And we always credit the person who picked our clips, or are so far is credited with like 6 of our YouTube shorts. So if you want to, if you want to make a little mark on HereThereBeMonsters history, it's not too late. There's still plenty of shorts to be pulled out of our first 9 sessions. Sessions 8 and 9 have been plumbed fairly well, but sessions 1 through 7 still have a lot to give, I think. Thank you, Ken. Appreciate it. All right, so I have 3 main things that I want to get done today, especially in the first half, if possible, that will directly affect the upcoming session. And then after that, we're going to work on finishing up the stables that we started a while back. Really, the interior stables just need a roof. And then I think it's going to be pretty quick to turn that from an interior space to copy it over and make kind of a semi-exterior space as well. All right, so I'm getting my session notes pulled up. I also need to message at least one of my players. Pick you, pick you? What am I picking you for? Also, I just noticed something. Oh, that's why. Okay. Then you. Oh, it's Alan died actually. I'm so prepared for this. All of the initiatives pre-rolled and already entered into Tailspire. I've pre-written the intro. I've pre-written the story beats. That has been, what? It will have been, I think, 5 weeks since we played. It's been a hot minute. So we had a lot of time to get this stuff done. Right. Okay, hold on. Choose the thing. I've started to do 3 things and I actually done none of them. Let's message our player. You find it funny you're watching a live stream while curled up with a blankie and ice pack and doing as little as possible? I think that sounds like exactly what you should be doing right now. Much needed. Yeah. All right. That message is sent. You know, and you've been doing a lot just the last few months anyway. So although I'm very sorry that it has been so painful, I think when we do that to ourselves, our bodies eventually do step in and say, break time. Sorry, that wasn't super well formulated, but I could feel that sneeze coming on, and I really wanted to finish the thought first. Hopefully you get the point. That was close. Whew. Exactly. Exactly. All right. I'm going to get out my DM folio. That's right. Even though this campaign is primarily digital, it is based on a campaign that started that was completely physical. And as such, I still have a lot of physical resources related to the campaign. And when doing stuff like making characters, I just prefer to do it on paper. I just don't like the digital experience quite as much. Oh, hey, Ken, are you still here? It just occurred to me that I never answered your kind of, you asked 2 questions the other day, and I don't think I answered the other one because I was focused on the other thing that we were talking about. You are not here, but you are listening. I'm sorry. We need to get this week out of the way. This is like the last big push that we had coming, getting this first YouTube video out and getting our session done. So next week should be a good time for us to connect and talk about that. The answer to the other question that you'd asked me. All right, so there is It's not a major thing, but I was annoyed that I couldn't find it during the session when we were talking about the Marshal. And there was a part of her description that I could not find. And it's not written on her character sheet. Although I did just find something else that's going to be useful. I need to actually write down Bridget's full title. Just in case that's pertinent. Wow, why can I not type right now? Holy crap. That was one sentence and I typoed like 6 times. All right. These are always kind of fun to flash at the screen. Oh man, why? Oh dear. Angela's character sheet is mixed in here. Well, I was gonna flash a character sheet at you when I said that, but then I stumbled onto things that are not in the right spot. What is happening? My folio's in shambles. Pixie's been committing espionage. No, probably not, but right, Foxy? Okay, that is not pertinent. You're going to be making tomato soup. I read that as tornado at first and was very confused. From scratch for dinner today with like pizza baked croissants to dip. Oh, let's go. That sounds amazing. I'm assuming you're going for a relatively thick soup then. Okay. Figured out what happened. There we go. I mean, don't we all? All right, so the answer to my question about Bridget was not on her character sheet, which is somewhat concerning. You guys have heard the story of, from various times, I'm sure, from me and or Pixie about the story, the party burning their old book. Kind of fun prop here. I'm not going to get too distracted with this rabbit hole. But here, oh boy, that's super washed out. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. No, not really. But it was in 2 pieces and they were supposed to find it and reassemble it. And instead they destroyed, well, 3 pieces. This was the front cover. And instead they burned it on multiple occasions. Yeah, the slightly longer version, if you haven't heard us talk about it before, was in the previous campaign in this world. there was another very important book that the party got a hold of a piece of. It had been damaged, destroyed, ripped apart, and they were supposed to reassemble it. And instead of reassembling it, they found both of the other parts, and on both occasions they burned them. One somewhat unintentionally, one fully intentionally. It took a kill it to fire with the extreme. Yeah, exactly. All right. So then if the thing that I need that pertains to Bridget is not on her character sheet, then my next best guess then I need to go poking around. There's 2 other places that it might be. There's one called World Building that has info on the people of the Capstone Militia and their ranks and whatnot. Nope, it's not there either. Although there is the definition of Bridget's name. Kind of fun. But that also does not have the answer that we want. So the other one that I'm hoping is there are notes on Capstone. No, and I didn't put it there either. I know for sure that I wrote this down somewhere. Okay, well, I can't find it, so let's try and recreate it instead. I need to grab a book real fast. Believe it or not, DM is mostly a logistical position, which is hyperbole, but still. All right, so we have the magic item compendium. This is what I went to go get. And I guess I need her character sheet again. Still on top. There we go. Bridget seems like a top. Okay. What I want is going to be down here. Okay. You're supposed to be organized. I am organized, but that doesn't mean things don't get lost. So now I need to find... so this whole book is all magic items and enchantments. Now, we play in a fairly low magic setting, so the vast majority of what's in this book will probably never actually be experienced in our game, but definitely some of it is. Armor properties, page 6. House gnomes, but then, yeah. Okay, it was not listed as an armor property, despite the fact that it is definitely an armor property. So what else could it be called? Maybe, oh, it might fall under, might be an armor crystal. Just kind of an unnecessary separation. Hey, Maloon, how are you? How's the new computer working out? I was thinking about you the other day. A good thought, Gray Fox. Yeah, they really should just be called enhancements or enchantments or something like that. Oh, no, it's not going to be... Oh, wait, maybe it is this. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I did find it, actually. You've been enjoying games that you watched in your child. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so excited for you. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, I did find what I wanted. We were able to recreate it since I couldn't find it in my notes. Okay, now... Am I just having a stroke? How do I spell... plane? Oh, wait. Yes, I was just having a stroke. For some reason, I was putting a G in there. What was I doing? Foodland or aircraft? Neither, I guess, but closer to food than aircraft is what I was talking about. Hey, Anon, did I watch or listen to the video that you posted in Discord? I actually did not. I clicked on it that night, and then I forgot to go back to it, and it got marked as, it was no longer marked as unread because I clicked on it on accident. So thank you for the reminder. I will go back and mark it as unread again so that I can look at it after this. Oh, awesome. I see your response. Let me peek at it really quickly. It requires... Oh, it can't be embedded because of age requirements. Okay. Also, yes, thank you, Lily. We have, I think, 4 or 5 people have voted so far for the clip contest. We really need like 10 or more in order for ranked choice voting to work. So you still got some time, but ideally today or tomorrow, whatever, soon, if you could go and vote for your top 3 clips from the event, we would super appreciate it. Okay. I got that sorted out. That was one of those things. I knew it wasn't going to take that long. And in fact, we talked a lot, so it took longer than it probably would have to fix. But it needed to be fixed. Does anybody know how in Google Docs to set it up so you can see like so we can have multi-column view. I know how to do it in Word, but I can't seem to find it in Docs. I don't use Docs very much, though. Also, this song is not bad, but it's definitely not chill. I'm going to skip it. Oh, it's most of the way over. Oops. Oh, boy. Don't do that. Don't paste. Make bold. And save. Okay. They were also great. Talking as part of being stream dad should factor in. Oh, I know. But the purpose of these streams is like to be a little bit more focused, at least, than I normally am. And I am still getting work done in the background. It's just not quite as... Open 2 documents at the same time. No, I mean, I could, but... So, okay, hold on. Oh, I don't have a way to show this. Like, in Word, you can set it so that it shows multiple pages, like, as separate columns. Like, you can see pages 1 and 2 side by side. And I actually really prefer that view if you're working on a multi-page document. Otherwise, on a widescreen monitor, you have this huge space off to the side, right, where there's nothing over here, and then there's just words in the middle. No, so just zooming out doesn't do it. That just makes it smaller. So I need to like turn on like, yeah, multi-column view or multi-page view or whatever. But I haven't been able to find it. No, not... Well, I don't... Yeah, because I need to be able to edit it, so I don't want to be in print view either. Now you want to open it up to figure it out. Dude, this hair coming off the back of my cowlick has been driving me crazy recently. Google Docs, yeah. Yep. Okay, before it's break time, the other thing that I need to do is I need to write down some behaviors. What are these groups of NPCs going to do? At least generally speaking. And then during break, actually, I'll go watch the thing that Nun sent. Denigrate and belittle the PCs? I mean, probably. Probably. Let's be honest. And I definitely can't write player behaviors. If I could do that, being a DM would be a whole different thing. Decide. Okay. So I had written one out for Bridget, and that was what made me think of this whole thing. Was like, you know what? I should write out some NPC behaviors for all of, like, for each of the groups. Not that Bridget's a group, but, you know. And then rob them blind. Yeah, we haven't had a good old... Nothing will incite a player's rage. Absolute murderous rage, like having an NPC take something from them. If you want to make a BBEG for your campaign, you don't need to get into complex storytelling. You don't need to threaten the world. You don't need to do anything else. They just need to take something from the players. DM pro tip. Right? I mean, that's a little different. Leona is an antagonist, but she's not evil. Or at least not so far as the party knows. Well, yeah, we needed some tension. Let me peek at what Amras sent me, and then maybe I'll finish writing the behaviors afterwards, since it's already supposed to be break time. Sorry, I'm typing back to Amras really quickly, and it's pertinent to the campaign. All right, there we go. What is the penalty to failing to mount your horse hastily? You know, that's the type of thing that back when I was playing like 20, 30 hours a month, I would have just known off the top of my head, but let me look really fast. Thank you for trying, Gray Fox. Maybe Kale can do it. I know he uses it a lot for work. It cracks me up that the SRD is ad supported now, because I type in a ride into the search and I get Washington's premier bike shop, also ride, free online fitting, also fueling your passion, the industry leading riding gear, also ride snowboards, a snowboard brand for the people, and then ride D20 SRD, ride dexterity based skill. I wonder which one of those I wanted on the D&D rules website. All right, fast mount or dismount. You can attempt to mount or dismount from a mount of up to one size category larger than yourself as a free action, provided that you still have a move action available that round. The order of operations matters. If you fail the ride check, mounting or dismounting is a move action. You can't use fast mount or dismount on a mount more than one size category larger than yourself. So if your mount is a literal giant, you can't do that in 1 second. So the penalty, so remember there's always fumbles, right? So not talking about fumbles, but just the penalty for failing to mount hastily is to just have to mount normally. That being said, if you fumble, I'd say that you fall or the horse bucks or something like that. Also worth noting that armor check penalty applies to fast mounting. And it's a DC 20. What do you mean? Which stat? Yeah. Oh, I see. Gotcha. Yes. Armor check penalty is a negative modifying stat on mostly medium and heavy armors, although I think maybe the heaviest light armor might have armor check penalty also. No, you're good. I'm reading through other... Okay. Yeah, we'll need to double check with Amras on what I told him about the horse. Okay. Let's take a quick break. I'll put 5 minutes on the clock. I'll go stretch my legs, watch that video that Nun sent. Nailed it. Well, in that case, while I'm gone, do you want to type out anything that you remember that I told you about the horse that you have? I'll be back in a few minutes. Also, if you guys haven't done so yet, please don't forget to like the live stream. That is very helpful for us. We appreciate it. Go up here, go to timer, break ends, put 5 minutes on the timer, settings, 5 minutes. Okay, see you in a few. Stretch your legs. I'll be back. All right, we're back. Are you still here, None? That song is very late aughts, and that was even though I'd never heard it before, that was kind of a nostalgia trip. All right, let's go 30 on the clock again. Work ends in 30. Reset it. Okay. All right, I want to spend no more than 10 minutes on the NPC behaviors. I really want to finish at least the interior stables today. Also, Michael abandoned me, Pepe Hands. Not liking PEI because it was too small. It was kind of reaching. I don't know anything about Canadian geography really at all, and especially the eastern part. Small wins of missing work today. Seeing stream data attempt work. Yeah, of course, this is like the probably least organized. Well, not organized really, because they're not organized in that way. It's probably one of the least focused power hours that we've ever had. This is like number 20. Yeah, they're not all going to be home runs. And I'm still getting some stuff done. Also, I just saw that MLAS made a 7 Days to Die event for tomorrow. That's phenomenal. It's funny. I was thinking about how I wish that we had a 7 days thing happening soon, but like Pixie and I were kind of trying to not take on quite so much this week. So thank you for that. Some stuff is better than no stuff. Indeed. I just thought of something else that I need to do for fight prep here while messaging with Amras. Because it may come up. The horses need hit points. I need to pop open Tailspire and do that really quickly. Okay, let's get Tailspire open. This is also kind of the nature of doing DM work, is there's so much interconnectedness that no matter how focused you're trying to be on accomplishing a goal, you're almost always going to find other stuff that also needs attention. And like the horses not having hit points actually could be a big deal and like an unnecessary bog down in pacing on Saturday. Soup smells so good. Too bad exclamation point so good doesn't work here. But I believe you. Just have to wait to grab papers. Oh, I was just teasing anyway. But I'm glad, like, obviously I'm sorry for the reason, Gray Fox, but I'm glad that you can be here with us. Somebody put way too much effort into making that happen. But I am glad that you're here. All right, let's give some horsies hit points real fast. I don't think I'm going to stop, though. And oh, wait. Did I already give him hit points? They have hit points. Wait, did I give the cows hit points? Did I do way more work on this than I thought I did? Oh my god, I did. What? Okay. So I have a different question then. There's a horse missing. I think. Oh, I know why. I know why. If the cows have a class. Cow is a class, duh. Okay, so there is a horse missing because Alendite's horse is like embedded in his mini. Don't think too hard about it. Which means when he's not mounted on it, there's no separate mini for it on the battlefield. So that's why we're currently missing a horse. Okay, what I do need to do, though, to keep track of this... Oh, that's right. It won't let me make any more unique miniatures. GM tools. Can I name it? Okay, I can. So it's just named horse right now. Nailed it. I'm naming it Caravan Horse 1. Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll hit points for the horses because they're kind of weird right now. So that can be Bridget's horse. I know you can't see it. Actually, I guess I could. There's no reason you can't see those. You've already seen this during the session. So that's Caravan Horse 1. That's Caravan Horse 2. And then we need to add Alendite's horse. I bet it will be delicious. Call it fluffy. Where? Back by Pixie? Well, Pixie's here. No, so that's the thing, right? So there's 4 total horses with the caravan. but there's only 3 on the map. Welcome back. And that's because your horse is like inside of you, right? Yeah, you have to go to like morphs and change you. So when you're not on horse, which you wouldn't be when the caravan has stopped for a break, then we need to add a horse to the map for you. Yeah, so I was thinking, I mean, really, honestly, I think it makes sense for it to be right next to you, right? You've been swooning over having a horse, like, pretty much ever since you had an opportunity to do so. So I think it totally makes sense for your, like, everyone else is, you know, like, doing whatever, and you're just, like, walking your horse, like, petting it and talking to it. I know that it has a name. I'm gonna call it Alandite's horse, though, so I don't have to remember on the fly. Ah, yes, the cow class. Main attack is called Mooing. It gives 20d6 to sneak persuasion, and somebody with instant attack up to 14d8 range damage. So, I like that also, but the context that at least some of you may be lacking is an MMO that both Nun and I have played, called Project Gorgon, has animal classes, and cow is one of the classes that you can be. And I'm just going to move this one just so it doesn't look like it's facing the exact same angle. Bovine the Barbarian. All right, so how much health should these horses have? I'm just going to re-roll the horse health. Cow is a good tank class. So I've heard. I've never done it myself. Yeah. All right, so Bridget's horse is a heavy war horse. So it has 4d8 plus 12 hit points. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4d8 plus 12. Oh, wait, actually 3d8, though. I always give max hit points on first hit die, just like we do for players. So 3d8 plus 20. Awesome. I mean, 30's not terrible, but not great. Bob the Bovine Barbarian with a bell around his neck likes to headbutt people. I feel like we needed even more alliteration in there. Alright, so that's Bridget's horse. The caravan horses would probably be... Let's see. Horse... heavy horses. The statistics presented here describe large breeds of working horses such as Clydesdales. These animals are usually ready for heavy work by age 3. A heavy horse cannot fight while carrying a... Oh, yeah. Yeah. With healing milk. All right, so... But this was the... Okay, hold on. I was going to say it would be heavy horses, but actually this is the cart that was carrying the nobles. So these would be light horses, right? It's not like the cart that was carrying like a bunch of lumber, because that one's being pulled by like oxen. So these would be light non-war horses. Okay, so light, just horse light, has 3d8 plus 6 HP. And since we always give max on first hit dice, 2d8 plus 14. 23 for this one. Go again. How much did I say to add to it? 9? I already forgot. it was more than that. It was add 14 to it. Yeah. Oh, it was because I rolled 9. Okay, I had it in reverse. Add 14. Add 14 to 8, so 22 for this one. Is that horse dead? No, it's like rolling around in the dirt, being a horse. All right, moment of truth. How much health does Alandite's horse have? Remember, we're adding 14 to this. Dang. The beefiest light horse. It has almost as much health as Bridget's heavy war horse. Okay, cool. That needed to be done, but that was a digression. So let's go. Let's go back and finish NPC behaviors. Try and do that in 5 minutes so we can spend at least 10 minutes finishing the stables. It got the stronger side of the gene pool. Yeah, it did. Bob the Bovine Barbarian hails from Bolivia, who barely bruises anyone who bothers his brothers, bravely brandishes his bell to bop the brawny bandits. That's amazing. I love it. I love it. It's like baby's first D&D adventure. Yes, well done, well done. All right, other NPC behaviors. So I had a thought. I know. Like, gasp. About what some of these NPC behaviors should be. Tailspire's now like failing to load? What are we doing? Waiting for the adventure to begin. Can we not? Can we just begin the adventure? Try again. There we go. That was very strange. 15 bees. Many Bothans died. Oh yeah, you totally should. Okay, let me scout out kind of where our NPC caravan guards are. Okay, and then let me scout out. This is why I can't show this to you. Now I need to turn on like DM X-ray vision to see where NPCs are. Oh, that's phenomenal. Perfect. I totally forgot about that. Okay. I'm glad you had fun with it. Oh, this is going to be really exciting. Okay, I think I know. I think I have a good general idea of the. I have to, like I said, I have to scout the map with DM X-ray vision here. I should also look here really fast. How does cover work in 3.5 again? I know that's one I've gotten wrong before. Cover. To determine whether your target has cover from your ranged attack, choose a corner of your square. If any line from this corner to any corner of the target square passes through a square or border that blocks line of effect or provides cover, Awesome. I love using the word in the definition. Or through a space occupied by a creature, the target gets cover +4 to AC from having cover. When making a melee attack against an adjacent target, your target has cover if any line from your square to the target square goes through a wall, including a low wall. When making a melee... I did not realize you could have cover from melee attacks. What the flip? I have to grab my my player's handbook now, because sometimes the stuff on the SRD can be a little different from what's in the books. When making a melee attack against a target that isn't adjacent to you, such as with a reach weapon, use the rules for determining cover for ranged attacks. Low obstacles and cover. A low obstacle, such as a wall no higher than half your height, provides cover, but only to creatures within 30 feet or 6 squares of it. The attacker can ignore the cover if he's closer to the obstacle than his target is. You cannot execute an attack of opportunity against an opponent that has cover against you. This is blowing my mind. What? Cover and reflex saves. Cover grants you a +2 bonus on reflex saves against attacks that originate or burst out from a point on the other side of cover from you. Holy crap. Yeah, let me grab my PHB and my DMG real quick. Oh, it totally does make sense. I just didn't realize. Cover is almost always encountered in regards to ranged, like, you know, defending yourself from ranged attacks. So I'm really curious if this is in here. It totally makes sense, especially in the context of 3.5, which seeks to create a pseudo-realistic system. Really, just reality plus some magic. It's kind of how 3.5 works. Also, I love these books. I'm so glad that I bought the, like, I don't remember what they were called, but the, like, collector's edition of them. They're so dang pretty. And they weren't even that much more expensive. I think they were like $10 more than the normal version. Cover. Any barrier between an attacker and defender. Such barrier can be an object, a creature, or magical force. Cover grants the defender a bonus to AC. Yeah, that's not what I want. You love that we use 3.5. That's the only one you've... Oh, cool. Yeah, I really like 3.5. Pathfinder is also very good. Here we go. I was in the glossary on accident, not the index. Like, yes, I know what the word means. Cover 150. What's in the actual book? Oh wow, I turned right to 149. How's that? Cover. I also really enjoy the like kind of colored pencil look of the artwork in 3.5. I know it's gonna get washed out a little bit because of the lighting, the skin lighting, but you can still kind of see it. Cover. One of the best defenses, blah, blah, blah. If any line... Okay, yeah, we know about that part. Low obstacles and cover. A low obstacle, such as a wall no higher than half your height, provides cover, but only creatures within... Yep. When making a melee attack against an adjacent target, your target has cover. If any line from your square to the target square goes through a wall, including a low wall. When making a melee... Yep. Cover and attacks of opportunity. You can't execute an attack of opportunity against an opponent that has cover against you. Cover and reflex saves. Grants a +2 bonus on a reflex hit. Wow. Yeah. All right there. Who freaking knew? Okay. Well, that was another derailment that I didn't expect, but that's like good knowledge. And it's relative to the fight, right? Like, how are the NPCs going to behave? Well, obviously the non-combatants are going to try and seek cover. So I needed to actually read the definition of that. So that wasn't just a useless tangent. True. Okay, GM tools, rename. Okay, so that's the Militia Swordsman. Okay, how far is this? Perfect. All right, tactics. All right, what about the caravanners? What are they gonna do? We've got the guards. We've got the orcs. All right, caravanners. I think it makes a lot of sense. Well, I don't want to say what they're going to do. It'll be a surprise, but okay, that group does that. Oh, that's kind of fun. Okay. I'm having ideas. Yeah. Okay. That group does that. That person does that. What does that leave? That leaves 3 more. It looks like. Oh. That one does that. That leaves one more. No. 3 more individuals, I think. You're looking up the 3.5 books and some of them are expensive. I know. Back when I bought, so I have about 80% of 3.5. There's like 100 and something books, and I have like 80% of it. I bought almost all of them used. The only ones that I have new are the 3 core books. I think that's it. I think I bought everything else new, used off of eBay. And I really wish now, looking back at it, especially because I had a lot more disposable income back then, that I had finished the collection, because now to go back and finish it, I'd probably spend more on the remaining 20% than I did getting the whole first 80%. I wish I had the whole thing though. We'll put it on our rich and famous to-do list, right? There you go. Yeah, it was crazy though, because I stopped and thought about it at one point, and it was like, oh god, even if I only spent an average of $15 per book, spent over $1,000 on those 3.5 books. You know, because at the time I was just watching, like I was just searching for as many as I could find on eBay, and whenever I found one that, you know, that like where an auction was ending that was like a decent price or whatever, I bought it. So I, over the course of like 6 months or whatever, I accumulated all of them without really watching it. And that was back when both Pixie and I were working normal, like normal people jobs, and so it was, you know, it was like, it's probably like $200 a month for 6 months or something like that. So like it was a lot, but it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like I just sat down and like, boom, threw down $1,000 like right there in one sitting or anything. But I didn't realize it until way after the fact that it was like, oh. Oh, for sure, Gray Fox. Probably more or less indifferent, Michael. Yeah, I totally get it, Gray. Yeah, I get it. If I can't have a physical copy, like I'll use a digital one over nothing, but I'll take a physical every time if I can get my hands on it, literally. Okay, this song is also kind of cool, but definitely not chill, which is more the vibe that we want right now. Awesome. Really nailing those timelines today. All right, there's just 2 more people, though. What are they going to do? What are they going to do? Okay, I got it. You were the kind of kid that would sit in your mom's love seat with a cup of hot chocolate and a book and read for hours, and your family would get annoyed because they'd talk and you'd ignore them for your buck. I could see both sides of that one, but I get it. What is this person? This is a... Okay. All right. So I think the only thing I need to do then is... Did I already put all the commoners and stuff into initiative? Oh, right, but it uses their names. Okay, so I need to rename. I need to rename some of these NPCs. And then for our overflow time, we'll finish, we'll roof the barn real fast. Description to help. Indifferent is skittish and wary, but not aggressive. +5 comfortable. Wait, I didn't know this was a thing. Where are you finding this? So we need names. I guess I can still leave the mini called Militia Swordsman. I'll just I'll put Martin, the Militia Swordsman. Remember, D&D Wiki is full of naughty. We want SRD. If it's on D&D Wiki, there's like a 90% chance that it's homebrew. D&D Wiki's cool, but it's full of shenanigans also. All right. I'm glad I took the time to do this. It's going to make the fight run a lot better. Oh, does it not, though? It might not pull their names for the initiative order? I thought it did. I'm going to try closing it and reopening it. And then we'll switch over. and do stables things. Hopefully turning it off and back on again does it. Oh, it does. Okay. Oh, God. You go there. Okay. I just removed somebody from the initiative order on accident. That would have been sad. Okay, so you have a name now in, like, in Tailspire. You don't. You do. You now get a name. What did I say he was? Yeah, it's cool. Like it's definitely not a bad idea for a homebrew. But I'd never heard of it prior. Let's do this one more time. Save and exit. Make sure everybody got their names applied, because that's how we're going to track their behaviors that we wrote out. This is the kind of thing where if we were playing every week, I would have just spitballed it during the fight, right? But if we're going to play, you know, every 2 to 6 weeks instead, we might as well use that time to like smooth over the sessions, right? Okay, so that noble, that noble, that noble, that is the lumber guy, that's the noble's driver, that's the immigrant, that guy still needs a name, that's the wine merchant, that's the spice merchant. I think that's everybody, yeah? Okay, so I just need to name that guy. Apparently I named him Russ. Oh, frick. God dang it. I keep right-clicking and removing caravanners from the dang initiative order on accident. All right, that's done. Exit the main menu. Yes. Cool. All right, that ended up being like some really important, but some really sloggy stuff that we had to deal with. Let's chill for a few minutes and roof the stables. I know, oof, we're already at 90 minutes, which is supposed to be kind of my hard stop time, but I said we were going to do this, and I want to get it done. Dang it. Dang it. Oh. We roofed this last time? Well, look at that. We can still end at 90 minutes then. I thought we left it roofless, but I guess that was 2 times ago. Okay. Well, look at that. Well, so the next thing is we want to make one that's kind of open air. So instead of having like wooden walls and stuff, it's essentially like posts and ropes and whatnot. That way we just have like another variation on it. But I'm definitely not starting that right now. That'll take at least a half an hour to do. I just forgot that we actually had already gone back and roofed it. Cool. Okay, well, in that case, I'm super, super excited for this weekend session. It's been a while since we had a big combat, and this one has the potential to be pretty important from a lore standpoint. Exactly. Exactly. Both kind of like world lore and world happenings, because there's nobles and knights and whatnot that are present here. So casualties could potentially be high profile NPCs. And also this has the potential to have some pretty major like effects or impacts on several of our player characters already. Yes, this Saturday, starting at 3 p.m. Pacific. So to Thursday to Friday to Saturday, just under 72 hours now. Like 71 hours, 71 and a half. Yeah, it's going to be a good time. So thank you all so much for being here and putting up with this one. It was a little harebrained, but I feel like we got a lot of things that will affect the session out of the way. So hopefully it will go smoothly. Combat's always a bit of a slog, especially in 3.5. So doing what we can to kind of keep that moving is definitely good. Rocket, if you're still around, if you want to hang out while I'm doing image generation and stuff, I'm going to take a short break, and then probably I'm going to be working on your project the rest of the night. So if you want to hang out, you're welcome, but certainly no pressure. Amras, I'll get back to you on your DMs here as we go, and I'm out of here. So thank you all so much for being here. If you haven't done so yet, one more reminder to like, and next Twitch stream is Friday night, Valheim. Oh, that reminds me, I need to message our server operator about getting the server up to date. See, this is the way that things happen. Have a nice evening. Thank you. You too. Let's write that down real fast. Valheim server update. Cool. Thanks so much. We'll see you then. If we don't catch you on Friday, have a great start to your weekend. And as always, take care and be excellent to each other. Oh, yeah. Other reminders. Well, credits are rolling. Amlas is hosting 7 Days to Die tomorrow night. And don't forget to vote on the clip contest. I think we have like 4 or 5 voters so far. Really, we want at least 10 or 12. So if you can, it would super help us out. It should only take a little over 5 minutes. Thank you. Bye.